few years ago a film about some single mothers a long time ago taken to forced to go into
this here, the Magdalene laundry.
Yes.
Yes.
It was. I thought that can't be true.
Were made slaves out of their children taken from them and sold on. Now there was also industrial schools, stroke orphanages. Now the orphanages, the children were used for vaccine trials.
That's incredible.
And the children that didn't survive for whatever reason or other were sent to colleges for dissection. So children are an experiment for the Catholic Church, and they examine our lives from birth right up to death.
But there's one question: do you believe in God?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure if I believe in the concept of God. They've done an awful lot of damage to me, and I would be, if there is a God, Jesus Christ, I fucking hate them. Because how could they allow children to be used and abused like this, you know, and then expect us to say, dear God, please stop this happening, and it doesn't happen. So you end up with this very resentful.
But is it the teaching of the doctrine of the Catholic Church that whenever you sin, you can get your sins forgiven?
They never forgave me as a child, no matter whether I was right or wrong. They never showed me forgiveness. So I don't know what forgiveness is.
Yeah, but I mean that if I'm a murderer,
yeah,
and I go and confess that I'm a murderer,
yeah, you will be dealt with by the law.
I will be dealt by the law, but how about the church?
Well, they're a law unto themselves.
If I say so and so many whatever praise, do I get forgiven?
All I know is that these people are a law unto themselves.
Yeah, and obviously. The church is always that way.
They control the law in this country as well. So they indemnified themselves with the government. I'm not sure, 2008, 2009 sometime. They indemnified themselves for prosecution. So they can't be prosecuted. And indemnity means that we're guilty, but we're not going to be prosecuted.
You must get lots of sort of anger as well.
Yeah, you get a lot of people that don't want to.
But don't people listen to you, your experiences?
No, children have never been listened to, and this is the problem. We've never been listened to. As children are not allowed to be listened to.
But now when you are adult and you are talking about your experiences to people, don't they stop and listen to you, what you have got to say? Or is it just that they just walk past and they don't want to know?
Some of them do stop and talk, yeah. And
do you mind if I listen in?
Not at all.
I completely support you.
Thank you.
And congratulations for doing this.
Thank you.
Why do you support? You are Irish, aren't you?
I am Irish, yes.
Nice. Are you Catholic?
No, I'm not any. I was born a Catholic. I was brought up Catholic, but I no longer.
Yes. But why are you no longer? My husband said that you don't talk to Irish people about Catholic Church. I'm talking to Catholic.
It's safer.
Don't make that mistake.
But it's like children. Children are not exposed to.
But how
to the knowledge of the world.
But how is it even
conditioned?
But how is it even nowadays when the world is open? We are whatever happens anywhere in the world. How is it still that it keeps the?
Well, I think the answer might be in neuroscience, where the child is conditioned. Like any animal, we're conditioned, and once that conditioning happens, then it's difficult to get up. Now, I was lucky; I was deconditioned,
right.
So I discovered history.
There's another victim.
Yeah.
You know.
No, in answer to your question, if you're lucky and you escape from this conditioning, you can learn about.
But there's still a lot of religious teaching in Ireland. The schools are Catholic schools, or are they?
Yes, they are.
Are they?
Majority
but there must be other kind of schools as well. Are they also religious schools?
There's Islamic schools and Protestant schools, but there are schools now that are non-religious. You know,
the state school is non-religious.
Some of them, yeah.
Yes.
Not all of them.
Yeah. I have always had an opinion, even in my own country, that teach the differences between teach religion that way, that you know the history of the religions and they teach ethics, I would say.
Yeah.
But don't get involved with the religion itself, that this is the only way you look at the world.
That's right, yeah. Religion should be a choice.
It should be.
And not forced on children.
You're a very lucky man. You've had the brain power to actually overcome things. And
well, as a child, when I was 6, I told my mother I didn't want to be a Catholic. And that in turn destroyed my life as a child. Because it became very violent. In my home, and I was the one that's been dumped on, and they used an awful lot of violence on me. But I had that knowledge as a child. I didn't want to be a Catholic.
You had that spirit of you knew something was being.
Yeah, something was wrong here, and it wasn't sitting well with me.
and for the rest of your life, you don't mind me talking about
No,
this,
not at all. No.
But for the rest of your life, how did you deal with other problems?
What happens when a child is in trauma mode, it's like the psyche blackens everything out for you, as if it never happened, and it allows you to go on living your life. But the reality was, like, it's still deep down inside me, and it has never been dealt with. So it's caused so many problems throughout my life, and it wasn't until the Ryan report was released in 2009 that I erupted, and I've been protesting ever since. I mean, I've been into the counselling, been re-abused in there, and you know, it's all we're doing is living in a very, very abusive society, and it's all run by the Catholic Church in Ireland.
Yeah, and you're a terrible victim, but you're lucky as well.
Yeah, to some extent, yeah.
What's your own?
My family never been. It's religion has not been important in Finland during my lifetime. But nowadays, when we get immigrants, for instance, Muslims, the religion has become sort of issue that people talk about it. The education minister and government might have, the cross here, which I say that's absolutely ridiculous. As if you haven't got any other jewelry, don't use that.
If you don't believe in what I believe in, you're in serious trouble.
Well, good girl.
I'm saying that in my eyes, any church in anywhere in the world is sort of manipulated.
Yeah. And it's all coming out of the Vatican. They're dictating all the religions in the world, all the wars in the world. They decide who lives and dies.
That's it. But I mean that you should be, if you believe somewhere, sort of somebody somewhere higher in the, it shouldn't be anybody's business to come and, I don't need some sort of person to tell me if there is somebody higher, what I should do. Because I think that when you are born, people are basically good. Nobody's born bad.
Yeah.
And you have got some sort of moral code built in you, even without anybody teaching. It's just the environment which makes you sort of.
Well, I'm an artist, you see. So I see symbolism more than other people would. Like, I'm no good at academics, and I was never going to be any good at academics. But the artists remain within me, and this is why you get all these banners been made up now.
But for instance, when we my husband and we went in Rome a few years ago, and I like going around the churches because there's a lot of art.
Yeah.
But when you think how rich the church is, or any church, they have got a lot of money.
Yeah, untold wealth.
And then there is a beggar, and the priest can just walk past.
Yeah.
An ordinary human being gives something to
But
him.
what's worse, like 14,000, over 14,000 children, or 1,400 children will die while these people are in mass today. 1 hour. 1,440 children will die. And there you have the Vatican. The wealth is just spewing out of it, and they can't feed children.
I know you take photographs, but nobody takes photographs of you. Do you want me to take a photograph with this background?